Howdy folks, it's the 9th of March 2016. I'm Video James and welcome to the Info Dump. First up, let's go into the gaming news. We'll start off with the indie game of the week. Alphabeats is a mashup of word games and music. It makes spelling into a fast-paced action challenge set to the pulse-pounding tracks from your favourite artists. Rather than being just a rhythm game, it's an evolving word puzzle that moves to the music at speeds from tranced out to twitch action nightmare. On the chopping block today for the news is that the Microsoft Corporation has unfortunately cancelled the upcoming Xbox One game, Fable Legends. Hanno Lemick, General Manager of Microsoft Europe, announced earlier this Monday that production and development has ceased for the fantasy action title, as well telling the press that sadly they'll also be shutting down Lionhead Studios, the dev team behind such acclaimed series as Fable and Black and White. We here at Awesome Productions would like to wish the best for the fine folks losing their jobs, and hope that their talents lead them to better things. Up next is reports that the highly anticipated indie game No Man's Sky will retail for a full AAA price point. This, as you can tell, has brought on mixed fan outcry, as many think that it being an indie game should not dare attempt something left only to the industry big dogs. Personally, I think it's fine for an indie studio to ask it for an average retail price point like that. I'm sure you've had hours more fun with games like Minecraft, Shovel Knight and The Binding of Isaac than, say, larger AAA games like Evolve and the Auto 86, which come with that full price tag. Sometimes we need games to come along and mix things up, so we don't always end up with the same brown war shooters and open world collectathons. Last on the gaming news is that predictions on when the NX release date will fall and what the final product will be have been coming thick and fast since its official announcement in 2015. The rumour mill has been ramping up in recent months, revealing a mixture of plausible and not so believable reports that have left fans wanting to know a bit more. Recent predictions have included the Nintendo NX landing around holiday 2016 and possessing a handheld design, accompanied with a HDMI TV dongle. Several different sources have now put the new gaming platform arriving in the later half of 2016, and this latest report has also lended some fuel to the fire. New investor and analysis speculation connected to a recent Foxconn technology report, the manufacturers linked with the Nintendo NX itself, have been translated and allegedly include new predictions regarding the console's release. In other news, it appears Nintendo are building up a considerable force of titles to launch on their new console. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is now allegedly an NX exclusive. Recent reports claim that Nintendo have agreed to fund the Ubisoft project, much in the same way they did for Bayonetta 2. Well, that's me with the gaming news. Thank you kindly for listening, and now on to Nate with the tech.
Thanks for that video, James. First up, we have Max ransomware and the next version of DisplayPort. A report from security firm Palo Alto Networks has the paranoid corners of the internet freaking out today. The first fully functional ransomware has been found screwing up people's Macs. But put down the emergency whiskey and don't panic just yet. The news that ransomware has come to OS X isn't good. Ransomware is a particularly nasty type of virus, which infects your computer, encrypts all your files, and then demands a monetary ransom to be paid to some mystery hacker in return for unlocking your files. It's been plaguing Windows users and hospitals for several years, so the fact that it's spread to OS X in any form is indeed bad. Next up is 8K DisplayPort. So you probably take the DisplayPort on your laptop for granted, but the folks that developed the standard have been working hard to make it perform way better. And the next version will allow you to drive an 8K display with HDR video, if you ever happen to own one. This will be the first spec bump to the DisplayPort standard since it was updated in 2014. Back then, the upgrade to version 1.3 provided support for running two 4K monitors. Versions 1.4 of DisplayPort, however, will bring an extra dose of future-proofing. The new standard will support 8K monitors and high dynamic range content through both DisplayPort or USB Type-C connectors, allowing you to blast out 8K content at 60Hz in HDR deep color or 4K footage at 120 in HDR deep color. To do that, it uses Video Electronics Standards Association's new display stream compression to compress footage while being visually lossless. Elsewhere, the new standard will allow DisplayPort to carry 32 separate audio channels at sample rates of 1536 kHz. It should be a while before you need anything more impressive than this. That's all from me on tech news, and now to Connor with entertainment.
Thanks, Nate. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's entertainment news. I'm Connor, and this week what's hot in entertainment is Zootopia has broken Disney box office records, new album with all the bass, and Deadpool's Blu-ray and DVD release date revealed. First up this week, Disney's new animated feature, Zootopia, has released this past week, shattering previous box office records set by Frozen back in 2013. The movie follows Judy Hopps, the first rabbit to ever join the Zootopia Police Department. Already, the movie has earned a staggering $81.1 million in box office with nearly 100% positive reviews, earning over $73 million in the weekend alone, which beat the previous holder of highest box office opening weekend set by an animated Disney film, Frozen, by $7 million. This movie looks like it'll be great fun for all the family, and I'll be seeing it as soon as I'm able. Next today, the singer which bored the world with her subpar song all about that bass, Meghan Trainor, has released a new single titled No. The song will headline her second studio album called Thank You. This has come due to the success of a debut album which features the aforementioned song, which has made me personally want to rip my ears out on more than one occasion when it's come onto the radio. Please note that all opinions in this article are from Connor alone and do not represent the opinions of others within Awesome Productions, even though most of them probably feel the same way. Finally today, if you're anything like me, you've already gone out and seen the new Deadpool movie multiple times. For me personally, my count is 5, but fortunately for people like us, we won't have to make expensive and time-consuming trips to the cinema to enjoy our favourite fourth-wall-breaking red-suited super anti-hero for much longer, as they've finally announced a release date for the DVD and Blu-ray releases. The date has been confirmed to be May 20th, so ready your bank accounts and get in line to buy your copy soon. And that's all from me and the rest of AP News this week. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you all back here next week.